Violence is carved into our brute nature. Since we can't eliminate the beast within, society decided to control it instead. The assassination bill was born. Murder became a regulated industry, booming the economy and birthing the legal killer. Now, death is just paperwork. A contract is signed, a price is set, and blood becomes ink in a cold, corporate transaction. Inside an assassination firm, the killers kill time. Maya, the redhead, slams down a straight flush with a triumphant grin. The losers wail in despair while Maya happily scoops up the pot. It's petty cash, but enough to pay off her bike loan. Everyone's broke. The green guy whines about trauma and low pay, but Maya snaps back she'd kill anyone for the right price. Pop storms in, cutting through the noise. He scolds the rowdy crew, telling them to quit gambling and finish their actual hits. Scolding done, Pop switches to business mode. He assigns a court date to the ponytail girl, lighting the mood instantly. Then it's Maya's turn. Pop slides over an offer, and her casual sip turns into shock as she stares at an insane number of zeros. The payout is terrifyingly high. Pops reveals the target, Johan, a powerful politician and one of the founders of the assassination bill. It's a suicide mission. Other leaders were mysteriously murdered, and security is tight. Maya's gut tells her to pass on this death wish. But greed overpowers fear. Gritting her teeth, Maya decides no one walks away from a fortune like this. She's all in. It's showtime. Intel puts the target at a club, so Maya transforms. Golden wig, makeup, dress, she's ready to play the seductress. Slipping into the gown, the plan is set. Blend in with the escorts, get close to the lecherous target, and strike when he's vulnerable. Transformation complete. Maya looks every bit the stunning socialite. With a confident smirk, she steps out to work her lethal magic. Scene shift to a cold courtroom. The gavel drops. Under the twisted laws, the murder of an innocent woman is declared not guilty. The verdict crushes him. He crumples the photo, haunted by the memory of the girl who died believing she was fighting for a just cause. A piercing alarm jolts Rama from his nightmare. He wakes up gasping, drenched in cold sweat, the suffocating despair still clinging to him. 5 a.m. He smashes the snooze button. Sitting alone in the gloom, Rama faces another day consumed by emptiness and a thirst for revenge. Steam fills the bathroom, revealing jagged red scars on his back that hint at a heavy past. His enemy Johan is being celebrated on TV. He stares at the screen, suppressing his rage as he pours a bitter coffee. He looks ready for work, but hidden in his suitcase is his lethal old friend. His mind is made up. Ammo, silencer, knife all checked. Before leaving, the cold-blooded killer gently pets his owl. Just as he says goodbye to his pet, a call from his partner Hook breaks the silence. It's time. The bearded man on the line is hyped, but he just replies coldly, leaving in 5 minutes. Ignoring the teasing, he straightens his collar and says casually, "I'll rest after I send them all to hell." Load holster. He pushes the door open and steps into the blinding light. The hunt begins. Beneath the suit lies absolute resolve. There is no turning back now. Night falls. On another front, Maya, disguised as a stunning blonde, struts down the red carpet. Charmed but strict, the guard blocks her from the member's entrance and points her toward security. At the checkpoint, she raises her arms cooperatively, a mysterious smile playing on her lips. The guard gets handsy. Maya fires back, "Hey big guy, is that one in your hand just for decoration?" A few teasing double entendres leave the guard blushing and flustered, waving her through. Leaving the creep behind, her flirtatious smile vanishes instantly. Friggin' perv, she thinks. If she pulls off this big job and gets the bounty, she'll never have to kill again. This is the last time. Staring at the towering building, she takes a deep breath. She cannot afford to mess this up. Meanwhile, in the shadows, a fully geared up Rama watches the timer, waiting for the target to be alone. No matter how long the wait, he never forgets exactly why he fights. Maya ducks into the restroom and patches in proxy. The hacker picks up instantly, cracking jokes about Maya's flashy club disguise. Jokes aside, proxy gets serious. The bodyguards are legal counter-assassins, which means Maya has the green light to take them out legally. Maya hesitates, worried about the odds. But proxy grins wickedly. If they're legal targets, it's open season. Maya steels herself. Back in the club, Johan is living it up, surrounded by women. Maya watches from a distance, eyes locked on her prey. Maya takes her seat at the bar and signals proxy. The trap is set. She flashes a confident smirk, ready to play the seductress. It works. Johan spots her and immediately loses interest in his current company. His eyes lock onto Maya. The fish has taken the bait. Chapter 4 closes with Maya in control, the first step of her plan is success. Chapter 5 opens. While Maya waits for the big fish, some random guy tries his luck, thinking he's charming. Maya shuts him down cold. The guy is crushed, but Maya doesn't care, she's already looking past him to her real target. Johan steps in, playing the hero. He smugly invites Maya into his VIP booth, claiming he rescued her from the nuisance. They settle in. Johan probes for information, but Maya plays along perfectly, pretending to be just another lonely soul looking for fun. Johan gets handsy, using the drinks as an excuse to cross the line. Maya slaps his hand away, fighting the urge to break his fingers right there. Cut to the stairwell. A cocky guard is bullying his partner, mocking him for being useless before demanding a light. The bully takes a drag, feeling superior. Suddenly, Rama materializes from the shadows and slams the guy's head into the wall. The remaining guard freezes in terror as a gun barrel presses against his skull. Chapter 5 ends with a bang. Chapter 6. Maya's made it into Johan's hotel room. They're knocking back wine, Maya keeping up the act while waiting for her moment. The bottle's empty. Maya, pretending to be a wild party girl, demands more alcohol, manipulating the situation to her advantage. Maya leans in, whispering about making the night special. Johan, thinking he's lucky, falls right into her trap and reaches for the phone. The guard checks his phone, and his face goes pale. He squats in the corner, paralyzed by shock as bad news hits the screen. He screams into the radio, "Intruder alert." Found a dropped earpiece. But the other end is dismissive, ignoring the blatant warning. While guards panic, a waiter arrives with wine. Since it's for the big man, the stressed guards wave him through without a second thought. She answers the door and grabs the bottle. The waiter tries to enter, but she blocks him, a tense tug-of-war hidden behind polite smiles. She shuts the door on them. On the bed, Johan groans, annoyed that their intimate moment was interrupted by room service. She expertly opens the wine, teasing him with double entendres. Johan watches, his annoyance fading into lust as he eyes her hands. The flirting escalates. Johan lets his guard down completely, focused only on the beautiful woman and the night ahead. Meanwhile, the patrol team finds a fresh, full pack of cigarettes in the shadows. Someone was just here. The hunt is on. Sensing danger, the captain initiates a radio roll call. The air grows heavy as the countdown begins. 5, 6, silence. 2 men are down. The captain panics, code red. Find them and warn Johan immediately. The captain bursts into the room to warn him, interrupting the couple again. Johan turns red, furious at the cock block. The guard pleads safety, but Johan explodes. "I pay you to keep me undisturbed. Get out and do your job." Defeated, the guard leaves. The woman immediately soothes Johan, cooing softly to draw his attention back to her. "Let's get crazy," she yells, dropping the bottle. Crash! The sound mimics a gunshot, sending the guards outside into a frenzy. Thinking he's shot, guards bust in again. Johan loses it, brandishing his glass like a weapon. "Enter again, and I'll kill you myself." Guards are kicked out for the last time. Frustrated and done, they give up. If he wants to die stupid, let him. Mid-complaint, a guard grabs his neck, stung by something unseen. Before his partner can laugh, he collapses like a sack of potatoes. The redhead spins around in horror, only to stare down the barrel of a gun. Knox has arrived. Checkmate. Inside, Maya gently pushes Johan onto the bed, her voice hypnotic. "That's it, just close your eyes." Johan thinks it's passion. She's preparing for execution. As she straddles him, her smile turns into a cold, lethal glare. Maya oozes confidence, snipping the shirt collar while promising to handle everything. The knocking won't stop. Furious, Maya calms the panicked target and storms barefoot to the door. She swings the door open to yell, but freezes. It's not a guard, but a fully armored figure standing in the smoke. War is inevitable. Maya turns her back, bracing herself for the collision to come. Maya starts off cocky, but her confidence evaporates into cold sweat the moment she realizes how dangerous this intruder is. Rama ignores the talk and storms in to execute Johan, knocking Maya aside like she's nothing. Terrified of losing her bounty, Maya snaps. She screams he's mine, and throws herself at Rama. They grapple on the floor. Rama is annoyed by the interference, but Maya holds on for dear life to protect her paycheck. Despite bleeding from the mouth, Maya refuses to let go, desperate to stop this rival assassin. While the two assassins tear each other apart, a terrified Johan scrambles barefoot and tries to flee. Rama recovers instantly, leveling his gun at the begging target. This is for revenge, and he won't hesitate. Just as Rama pulls the trigger, Maya tackles him again, forcing the shot to miss wildly. Maya chokes Rama's helmet from behind, obsessed with one thought: nobody steals her bounty. The impact sends them crashing down. Hiding behind the door, Johan is paralyzed by the chaos. Johan curses his useless guards, while a furious Maya and the relentless Rama square off once more. Maya ambushes him with a bottle smash to the head, but when she tries to shoot, her gun clicks empty. It's a tense standoff. Rama mocks her futile efforts, but Maya, despite being outgunned, refuses to back down. The first round ends here, but the grudge between them is just getting started. Even with an empty gun, Maya bluffs hard, screaming defiance at the armored assassin. Talk is over. Maya tosses the gun and lands a vicious punch right as Rama charges in. Back to the crisis. Maya, disguised as a victim, is bound and cornered. Instead of begging, she furiously screams orders at her slow-moving team. Boom! The wall explodes inward. Debris flies everywhere, and Maya is struck hard in the chaos. Hanging upside down in the rain, Maya screams hysterically, urging her team to kill the terrifying enemy hiding inside. Finally down, Maya forces herself to calm down. Outside, the assault team counts down, ready to breach and clean up. Wait! The breach is aborted. Trembling, Maya reveals the enemy escaped through the window, leaving her paralyzed with fear. Adrenaline crashes. Maya collapses, convinced she was going to die. Her partner comforts her they need to evacuate before the police arrive. Cut to the escape. A white van tears through the night. The driver grins maniacally, yelling at his partner to close the roof. The manic driver screams, "Now!" with pure excitement, smoke still rising from the roof after a fresh exchange of gunfire. The driver wants good news, but the assassin in the back is sweating profusely. The victim was a pro killer who ruined everything. The driver loses it, mocking his partner for giving a hero speech instead of just pulling the trigger when he had the chance. The assassin holds his head in shame, haunted by Maya's face. It was so close if she hadn't interfered, the mission would have succeeded. Backstage, the masterminds tend to their wounds. The mission failed, but they've already hired a deadly, blood ink assassin to fix the mess. They confirm Maya's identity on the screen. The bald boss grins wickedly, he knows exactly how to hunt her down now. Episode ends. The contrast between the menacing threats and the cheerful New Year art foreshadows the brutal retaliation to come. Episode 10 begins. Bare feet hit the filthy alley ground. Someone has fallen from the glamorous world into the shadows. It's Maya. She frantically digs through a dumpster, desperate to find anything to cover her conspicuous disguise. She aggressively rips off the seductive dress meant for the mission, changing into scavenged clothes with a fierce look in her eyes. Hoodie up, evidence burning. The fire reflects on her cold face. The weak victim is gone. The Avenger is back. Cut to Pops dozing off in his office, until his phone vibrates violently, startling him awake. It's Maya. She instantly switches to a playful tone, greeting Pops cheerfully to hide the life or death trauma she just survived. Pops is glued to his screen mission date protocol. He suddenly remembers the video call, fumbling for his phone with eager eyes, whispering Maya's name. Maya picks up from a bathroom stall, smiling bitterly. She had the target in her palm, she stammers, but admits things took a messy turn. Maya breaks down, burying her face. Someone else killed the target, and she failed. Pops looks heartbroken, but suddenly cuts in, demanding she remember what matters most. Stunned, Maya listens as Pops declares that her safety is the only thing that counts. Hearing this, she rubs her tired eyes, overwhelmed by his unconditional love. Trying to lighten the mood, Maya jokes about sleeping in the surprisingly clean fast food stall. Pops chuckles, but urges her to come home and rest properly. Before hanging up, Maya playfully promises to bring fried chicken for everyone. Pops nags her one last time not to sleep in the toilet as the call ends. Back at base, someone's pounding on the door. Grumpy Hook yells at the girl on the sofa to answer it, but she lazily assumes it's just Maya. The knocking persists until someone finally shuffles to the door. Through the peephole, Hook glares, screaming at Maya for apparently breaking her key again. Something is wrong. Armed men stalk the shadows in the left panel, while the girl peeks from behind a door in terror. The group chat is offline. Danger has arrived. Oblivious to the danger, Maya texts the group chat, bragging about the crispy chicken she's bringing home. No reply comes, and she sends angry emojis in mock frustration. As she walks, Maya notices the crowd's horrified expressions. People are pointing and gasping. She follows their gaze, her pupils dilating in sudden, paralyzing terror. A nightmare unfolds before her. The Jaya firm is taped off, and medics are wheeling out bodies. Maya freezes, her world shattering into bloody pieces. Flashback to before the chaos. Maya, disguised in a blonde wig, preps in the mirror. Pops peeks in to check on her, the calm before the storm. While Pops praises her disguise, Maya drifts into a fantasy. Finishing this mission means enough money to buy a real home and escape their leaky office. Maya's rambling about handbags snaps Pops into serious mode. He yells at her to focus, warning that high bounties usually come with deadly strings attached. Maya pushes back, furious and desperate. She demands to know why he took the job if it's so dangerous, tired of surviving and wanting to finally live. Pops grips her shoulders, his eyes full of worry but his voice firm. He needs her focused on the mission now. Explanations can wait. Maya reluctantly agrees. Maya warns him she expects answers later. Pop's demeanor softens into a warm smile, promising they'll sit down with snacks and talk it all at once she's back. Pop's final wish for her to come home in one piece echoes in her mind. Back in reality, Maya stares in horror. The promise is broken, and her world is gone. The phone screams for attention, flashing the orange fox avatar. Maya's trembling finger smashes the green button, greeted instantly by a desperate cry. Proxy screams in relief, but Maya curls up on the freezing bridge, eyes hollow. It's no use, they're all dead. Everyone. Maya snaps, sobbing uncontrollably into the screen. Proxy lowers his head, confirming the police report found no survivors, crushing her last hope. News labels the massacre an accident, but they know better. Proxy shifts gears, almost manic, planning her hiding spot while she still weeps. Proxy offers help, but demands info on the other killer. Maya agrees through her tears, terror flooding her eyes at the mere mention of him. Fear morphs into blind rage as Maya screams for revenge. Proxy recoils, trying to reason, but she snarls that bastard ruined everything. She spirals, blaming the killer for Pop's death. Proxy shouts over her sobbing, forcing her to snap out of the breakdown and focus. Maya struggles to recall the nightmare, only remembering ski goggles and a pistol. Proxy pushes back. Those generic details are useless. Proxy demands something unique. Maya clutches her head in pain until a flash of memory hits a strange blue tool in the killer's hand. Memory snaps into focus. Maya jerks her head up and screams the color turquoise. She finally has a lead on her target. End of EP 11, the scene shifts to a wholesome group photo. The characters grin together, a brief respite from the brutal reality. Cut to Rama, the CEO. He signs the final document, embodying the cold, elite executive perfectly masking his life as the assassin knocks. His assistant reminds him of a retirement party. Rama packs up and declines coldly. No social attachment, standard procedure for a double life. He refuses to attend but covers the bill personally. Generous but distant, he drops the boss persona and walks away without looking back. Home at last. The owl perks up at the sound of the door, eyes widening. The cold killer returns to a surprisingly warm welcome. The ICCO melts instantly, letting the owl scratch his ear. He coos at his little princess, promising fresh chicken like a doting parent. Fridge open, feeding time interrupted. The doorbell rings urgently. Rama freezes. An unexpected visitor is never good news. Security announces a friend. Before Rama can process, a redhead pops onto the screen, draped over the guard, flashing a dazzling, fake smile. Rama is baffled, but Maya commits to the bit. She spins a tale about a hotel meetup, playing the spurned lover to force her way in. The act drops. Maya leans in, eyes sharp and dangerous. She taunts him about what's under his mask, daring him to keep the door shut. To get in, the redhead makes a massive scene, forcing security to drag her away exactly as planned. The suit guy presses the button, but panic sets in instantly. He realizes she knows his secret, and cold sweat starts to drip. He forces himself to calm down, eyes turning vicious. If she talks, he's dead, so he has to silence her first. Standing at the door, he takes a deep breath. He's gone too far to turn back now. The door opens, and he puts on a fake smile, thanking the guard for the delivery like nothing's wrong. The door clicks shut, and his smile vanishes. She's right behind him, radiating a terrifying aura that chills his spine. No time to react, she lunges. Her blade tears through his sleeve, leaving him grimacing in pain. The attack is relentless. Glass shatters as she strikes, her reflection glaring at her prey with pure fury. Wounded but desperate, the suit guy retaliates, blasting her back with a sudden, powerful shockwave. Seizing the moment, he whips out a weapon and fires at her midair without hesitation. Stack! He keeps his aim locked, panting heavily. The redhead lies curled on the floor, seemingly down for the count. But she's not done. She drags herself up, her visible eye burning with a hatred that wants to consume him whole. Scene shifts. Maya crawls across the floor like a nightmare, terrifying Rama. He points his gun, screaming, "What do you want?" Suddenly she breaks. Collapsing to her knees, she sobs in despair, begging for her home and family back. Rama listens, conflicted. Maya cries that she failed and lost everything, but he responds with a cold, cryptic remark. In this fancy penthouse, seeing his luxury life breaks her completely. She gives up, taunting him to just pull the trigger. Rama snaps, pointing the gun and screaming at her. The tension peaks. It feels like someone is about to die right now. Driven to absolute despair, she presses the gun against her own chest, ready to end the pain once and for all. But her body gives out first. Darkness takes over as she coughs violently, collapsing before she can pull the trigger. Maya lies weak in bed, coughing violently. She wipes a tear and tells Kev on the phone not to worry, trying to sound tough. Rama walks in, finishing a call. He sees Maya collapsed on the floor, but just stares coldly, mocking her terrible acting skills. Maya whines about her shoulder, asking if he'll just leave her there. Rama smiles cruelly and says yes, enjoying the show. Rama squats down, looming over her. Maya curls up but stays defiant, claiming she has connections, and refuses to be a snitch. Rama stands up, towering over her. He checks his phone and smirks, telling her she's going to be stuck here for a while. Maya asks why he doesn't just kill her since they're both mercenaries. Rama snaps, furious at being compared to her kind. Rama explodes with rage, an owl perched on his shoulder. He screams that no amount of money can buy the justice he seeks. The tension breaks instantly. Maya looks at him in disbelief, and Rama face bombs, realizing he was being way too dramatic. Rama freaks out about the bird while Maya turns the tables. She demands to know if he reported to his firm, making him sweat nervously. Maya connects the dots. He's unlicensed. Rama shrugs it off just as the news reports a political assassination, confirming her fears. Panic sets in. The news describes a masked killer targeting Johan, and Maya realizes she's been completely blind to the truth. Maya screams his alias Inox in terror. Rama panics, waving his hands frantically, desperate to shut her up before they're caught. They scream accusations until loud banging interrupts them. Rama freezes in sheer terror, coughing blood as he realizes the cops are here. Maya lies to cover for him. Rama opens the door trying to act cool, but a bearded man walks in, staring them down suspiciously. The episode wraps up in chaos. What started as a deadly standoff has turned into a bizarre, awkward mess. Chapter 14 starts with tension. Rama looks annoyed, while Maya is still in shock, sweating bullets as she faces the two men. Rama lectures the bearded guy about consent, thinking he attacked Maya. The friend awkwardly denies being a pervert. Maya snaps. She screams that her entire team was slaughtered after a failed job, blaming everything on their target, Johan. Rama rubs his face, conflicted. He tells her the people she wants to blame aren't here, his voice heavy with guilt. Maya slumps in defeat. She admits she knew it wasn't their fault, but she had nowhere else to turn and needed someone to blame. The bearded assassin squats, trying to convince himself that killing won't bring anyone back. He forces a grotesque smile, his sanity hanging by a thread. The atmosphere shifts instantly. The redhead cowers in terror as the bearded man's eyes go cold. He draws his knife in a flash. He lunges. Hook screams in panic, but the blade stops inches from her stomach. Rama proves his point. See? She's not dangerous. An argument erupts. Rama furiously defends his code against killing civilians, while Maya mocks the hypocrisy of this so-called lawful assassin. Rama insists on following the assassination bill, but Maya shuts him down. There's no point obeying rules when the people who made them don't. Triggered, Rama roars out the truth. The system is rotten, and we're here to fix it. Hook panics, trying to shut him up before he spills everything. With the secret out, Rama turns cold. He threatens Maya bluntly. Since you're legal, make one wrong move, and I'll put a bullet between your eyes. Maya isn't intimidated. She reveals how she found them, by tracking the expensive brand name watch on Hook's wrist. Hook covers his wrist in shame as Rama explodes. I told you to stop wearing the tacky thing on missions. The argument is cut short by a ringing phone. Hook stares at the name, Proxy, in confusion, while Rama tenses up instantly. The call connects automatically. A figure in a fox mask pops up on screen, shouting excitedly. Maya, how did it go? The two men stare blankly at the cartoon fox. The hacker pauses, realizing. Wait, what are you guys doing with Maya's phone? Rama blames Hook for turning on the camera as the fox rages. Maya finally steps in to calm the chaos. Stop yelling, Proxy, I'm fine. Hearing her voice, the fox instantly turns into a blushing mess. You're making me blush. The two men watch, utterly baffled. Maya admits this fox helped track them down. Rama's face drops, realizing his secret identity has likely been compromised. Proxy promises to keep their secrets if Maya stays safe. Suddenly, both men's phones erupt with a piercing alert. A brutal threat pops up. Hurt her, and I destroy you. Hook is terrified, but Rama just laughs mockingly. Oh, so scary. Before they can react, Proxy hijacks the room's TV. Enough. Kindly turn your attention to the big screen. They turn to the TV. Rama's eyes go wide with shock, recognizing something impossible on the screen. Isn't that? Breaking news flashes on the screen showing a little girl named Tiara. Rama freezes, cold sweat running down his face. That's Hook's daughter. The screen switches to a live feed of Tiara's bedroom. Rama's eyes sharpen with hostility. This isn't just news, it's a direct threat of surveillance. The AI avatar taunts them, threatening to send explicit content to the girl. Hook snaps, grabs the phone, and screams in pure rage. Stay the F***ck away from my daughter. The fox avatar just grins, pleased with the reaction. It turns its attention to Rama, who stares back in horror, realizing they are playing right into its hands. An old photo of a girl in a blue hat flashes on screen. Rama's deepest trauma. The caption, "Do you remember?" breaks him, while the fox avatar smirks cruelly. Rama begs for it to stop, tormented by the memories. He clenches his fist and surrenders to protect her. Enough! I'll do it! The fox lets out a satisfied sigh. Mission accomplished, the orange fox switches to a polite yet mocking tone, introducing itself and welcoming them to the team with a sly grin. The scene cuts to a van speeding down a country road. Maya sits in the back, wide-eyed and terrified by the sudden, reckless driving. The tension inside is suffocating. Maya asks for her phone and food, but the two angry men in front immediately shut her down, barking, "No!" and "Quiet!" Maya tries to argue she's trustworthy, but no one is listening. The long-haired driver shoots her a murderous look, forcing her to shut up and shrink back. The van finally stops at a roadside shack. Maya's mood instantly flips from scared to excited as she spots the food stall, realizing she might finally get to eat. The bearded man warns Maya to behave, then instantly switches personas as he enters the shop, loudly announcing he's there to pick up a takeout order. He claims he ordered 127 boxes 3 years ago. The staff instantly recognizes the absurd code and ushers them to the back, leaving Maya confused and wary. Tension spikes as they walk down a narrow corridor. Maya is sweating bullets, sandwiched between them, while they approach a heavy wooden door with a golden knocker. The door opens to reveal a grand hall. A group of people in red uniforms stands in formation, waiting. The curly-haired man smiles, greeting the room as if coming home. Inside sits Gammy, a matriarch figure. Rama, previously terrifying, now gently kisses her hand, instantly shifting the vibe from gangster thriller to family reunion. Gammy comforts Rama about his failed mission. He blushes like a scolded child receiving love, a vulnerability that leaves Maya watching in disbelief. The warm moment ends. Gammy inspects Maya's assassin license, adjusting her glasses. She frowns at the details. So young to be in this line of work? Learning she's only 24, they assume she was desperate. Maya, stung by their pity, scoffs and defensively claims she simply took an opportunity. Maya tries to act cool, touching a mask on the wall, but is instantly surrounded by guns. A woman scolds her sharply. Look people in the eye when you speak. That's the rule. The old lady in shades barks orders through a megaphone, laying down the law. Flanked by 2 armed guards, she makes it clear, touch nothing without permission. In a special flashback, Rama plays the grumpy boyfriend who hates Valentines. His fiancée, smiling with an owl on her head, begs him to just look at the gift. Rama reluctantly opens the box to find a green watch. She excitedly rambles about it being eco-friendly and limited edition, while he just stares, confused by the color. She teases that she basically bought it for herself. Rama blushes, caught between annoyance and affection, as the atmosphere turns sweet and playful. Turns out she bought it with his card. Instead of getting mad, Rama bursts into laughter and pulls her close, looking at her with pure adoration. Snap back to reality. Rama lies alone in bed, clutching the green watch strap. The laughter is gone, replaced by crushing silence and grief. Back to the main story. A blonde woman reads the strict gun laws limiting weapons to authorized assassins, her expression dripping with irony at the rigged system. The butler laments their helplessness, but the lady's gaze hardens. If the system is rigged, she decides, it's time to level the playing field herself. Cut to a cozy cabin. While Red stands there looking completely shocked, the bearded guy, Hook, casually grabs a snack. Welcome to the housewarming. Red freaks out realizing the old lady is an arms dealer, stuffing his face nervously. Hook brushes it off, seeing her as a useful ally for their cause. The old lady suddenly invites Rama to follow her, and he agrees instantly. Red and Hook are left sitting there, covering their mouths in shared confusion. Hook asks why a 24-year-old kid is an assassin. Red's eyes dim, as he admits he has no other dreams. Killing is the only thing he's good at. Red snaps, yelling that he has to eat. Hook hits back hard, reminding him that this exact lifestyle is why his family was just slaughtered. Hook questions the accident, cover-up. Red mumbles about his pops just running a business, and Hook realizes it's all about politicians protecting their clean image. Red resigns himself to fate, saying he can't change anything. Hook explodes, furious that Red follows the rules while the elites get away with murder. Conversation shifts to Rama. Red can't wrap his head around it. Why would a rich, handsome guy risk the death penalty to fight the system? Hook points to the TV, revealing the truth. Rama is doing it for her. His fiancée, a brave journalist, and the only person he ever truly loved. A flashback reveals a bloody hand dropping a microphone. She was, legally, killed, and the courts failed Rama, pushing him over the edge into darkness. Rama chokes, and just as Maya asks what's wrong, he clamps a hand over her mouth. He instantly spins her muffled scream into a bad joke about yogurts, making the locals laugh. Rama thanks Gammy earnestly, then drags a reluctant Maya forward. Maya is visibly resisting, sweating with frustration as she's forced to play nice. Despite Maya's sour expression and silent protests, the goodbyes are done. As the sun sets, a distant skyscraper glows ominously, hinting at the trouble ahead. Hook hits the gas, leaving Maya on the curb. Rama panics, shouting at the fleeing van, only to be told he has no choice but to take her in. The dust settles, leaving them in an incredibly awkward silence. Maya finally breaks the tension by asking for food, and cut to Maya happily devouring pizza while Rama looks absolutely miserable. While they bicker over the TV, the news cuts in. Maya freezes, pizza halfway to her mouth, as her own face and full name flash across the screen. She's officially wanted. Hearing her old workplace was destroyed, Maya's fear twists into a creepy, frozen smile. Rama breaks into a cold sweat, but before he can speak, Maya's eyes turn icy and dangerous. Overwhelmed by terror, Maya's pupils dilate as cold sweat pours down her face. She mutters a denial, her mental defenses crumbling under the weight of reality. Suddenly, the police knock. Rama instantly switches to his model citizen persona, welcoming the officers with a calm smile that's almost too perfect. The guard suspects the redhead he saw was the fugitive, but Rama coolly gaslights him. The tension spikes when a cop suggests checking the CCTV footage. Lucky for them, the CCTV is busted. The cops tear the place apart, checking closets and trash cans, but find nothing and eventually apologize to Rama. The cops are still muttering about red hair and scars, but the search is clean. Rama plays the part to the end, thanking the guard for his vigilance as they finally leave. The moment the door closes, the lead officer's suspicion lingers. He decides to head back to the security room, hoping to salvage any deleted footage. With the coast clear, Rama rushes to the trash can in the corner. He flips the lid, only to find it empty, and shouts in shock. "Where is she?" "She's outside." Maya bursts out of a trash bag like a maniac, gasping for air. It was a risky hiding spot, and now she desperately needs a bath. Maya stumbles back inside, filthy and exhausted. The hacker proxy chimes in on the phone. He wiped the CCTV to save them, which also means he's watching their every move. The crisis is over, but Rama has to return to work. When Maya asks about the plan, Rama reminds her of their previous discussion. Maya pauses, then realizes with horror what he means. A few days later, someone reluctantly swipes an access card and steps into the elevator. Despite hating every second of it, they press the button for the 27th floor to survive. In the office, Kev greets his boss, but all eyes are on the new arrival. Maya has transformed into Nadia, wearing glasses and a fake smile, pretending to be a harmless assistant. Nadia introduces herself as Rama's assistant with perfect poise. Rama rolls his eyes as they talk about him like he's not there. The dangerous game of hiding in plain sight has officially begun. Nadia forces a smile and compliments the boss, making Kev awkwardly play along. But the moment she steps out, the facade drops. She sighs deeply, exhausted by the weight of her double life. Rama, in his boss disguise, admits he watches her because he's worried, not just suspicious. Nadia is genuinely touched, but Rama panics, blushes, and clumsily pivots back to work to hide his embarrassment. Nadia probes about the real owner, Rama's politician father, asking if he knows his son is the assassin Knox. Rama's face darkens, and he snaps back. He doesn't care what his dad thinks, he's just doing what's right. The heavy conversation is cut short as their devices buzz simultaneously. Nadia's eyes light up, guessing it's proxy, while Rama stares at his screen in total confusion. Nadia smirks and guides a hesitant Rama to open the app. It's a custom chat group called Foxy Squad made by Proxy. Hook is freaking out in the chat, but Nadia is thrilled and immediately changes her nickname. While the group discusses serious murder plans, Rama replies with a confused emoji. Nadia gives him a disgusted look. "Don't tell me you're one of those emoji-only people." Rama is left speechless. Since Nadia hesitates, Proxy steps up in the chat, confidently taking the burden. "I'll pull the trigger when the time is right." The hacker's expression shifts from playful to deadly serious. Nadia reads the message, and her hesitation vanishes. She crosses her arms, a confident smirk forming as her eyes sharpen with resolve. "Let's do this." Masked again. Several days later, under a full moon, Proxy sends the intel. Their target, Johan, has retreated to his secluded forest mansion. The hunt is on. The mansion is heavily guarded by counter-assassins. Rama, fully geared up, lurks in the shadows as Proxy's voice comes through. "You can enter through the back, or the main entrance." Since the CCTV is offline, they need a distraction. Maya steps out of the shadows, hoodie up, acting like a desperate junkie to confuse the guards. "Hey bro, saw you smoking. Got any to spare?" The guards aren't buying it and raise their guns. Maya keeps up the act, pushing his luck and playing the pathetic addict card to stall for time. "Come on, you're a good guy, just one puff." While the distraction unfolds outside, the guy in the security room is snacking away. Rama appears, like a ghost behind him, and smack. Pistol whips him into unconsciousness. With the guard down, Rama jams the USB into the console. The progress bar races across the screen as proxy.exe injects itself to take over the system. CCTV secure. Let's party. Rama celebrates the hack. But outside, Maya's situation spirals. The guards aren't just refusing the cigarettes, they're getting aggressive. The guard is busy mocking the junkie when suddenly splat. Something red smashes into his face. The laughter dies instantly, replaced by pure shock and pain. Before the guard can recover, Maya delivers a brutal high kick to the head. It's lightning fast, and a hidden blade gleams from the tip of his shoe. The disguise is gone. Maya is a whirlwind of death. A jab to the throat, a slash across the chest, blood sprays everywhere as his cold, mismatched eyes lock onto the kill. Watching from the distant bushes, a sniper observes the carnage through his scope. Seeing the bodies on the ground and Maya standing tall, he whispers a cold approval. "Nice." Operation start. Rama adjusts his comms, hears the gate clear signal, and slips into the shadows. Inside, Johan screams at the screen. Raymond suggests a hospital? What a joke, assassins don't care about location. Johan is losing it. Where's the backup? Raymond is clearly hanging him out to dry. Raymond sneers, telling him to buy his own safety, and cuts the feed. A stranger's face glitches onto the screen. Connection dead. Johan curses the garbage internet, oblivious to the fact that this isn't a glitch. Thump! A heavy sound hits the metal door. The guards try the radio, but only static answers. Johan barks an order. The terrified guard creeps forward, and the heavy metal door grinds open. Before anyone sees a thing smack, the lead guard gets completely blindsided by a sudden ambush. Then comes the grenade. Boom! Fire erupts, and smoke and shrapnel instantly swallow the room. The surviving guard snaps. Screaming in terror, he squeezes the trigger, spraying bullets blindly into the smoke. It's useless. Screams echo as they drop one by one, a complete, one-sided slaughter. Click. Empty. The guard stares at his gun in horror, sweat pouring down, realizing it's over. Smoke clears. Rama steps out, wearing a mocking grin. Good to see you again. No time for mercy. Rama delivers a brutal kick. He towers over the fallen enemy, eyes cold as ice. He drives a blade into the guard, eliciting a scream. Rama clicks his tongue, disgusted by the weakness. Johan finally recognizes him, the guy from the hotel. Rama sneers. So you remember the company you destroyed? The mask slips. Rama's eyes burn with pure killing intent. The final piece of revenge is here. Rama closes in, whispering blood ink. This is the final reckoning for everything Johan destroyed. Cornered, Johan tries to bribe him. Save me. I'll pay double. Rama just stares, utterly unmoved. Bang! A bullet grazes his head. Johan writhes in pain, sobbing that he's a victim too absolutely pathetic. The soldier's dying attempt to bond shakes Rama to his core. He screams, drowning out the guilt with a point-blank shot. Nightmares claw back immediately. Hallucinations of the soldier's twisted grin mock Rama's obsession with family, leaving him terrified. Elsewhere, the dying official clings to arrogance, using money and the bill to justify the chaos, trying to reason with his killers. He turns on Maya, tearing open old wounds of poverty and begging, mocking her victimhood to break her spirit. Covered in blood, the official loses it, laughing maniacally as he brands Maya the real problem. His provocation freezes her in place. Enough talk. Maya shuts down his manipulation with a cold command, and the gun muzzle flashes, silencing his madness instantly. Clean shot. The once powerful tyrant collapses, like a ragdoll, into a pool of blood, dead on the spot. Rama stares at the body, stunned. He never expected the girl who just wanted a paycheck to have the guts to end it herself. It's done. Let's go. Maya urges them to leave, but the close-up betrays her hand gripping the gun is drenched in cold sweat. Before Maya can react, Rama lunges, tackling her to the ground and wrestling the smoking gun from her grip. Are you out of your mind? Rama pins her down, screaming at her not to let the dead man's words win. Giving up now proves him right. In a vision of pouring rain, Rama sheds his cold persona, shouting at her to keep living. Even with guilt, she must use her life to make a change. Seeing the shock in her eyes, Rama softens his voice. He tells her the pain is valid, but it cannot be the reason she stops fighting. Her defenses crumble. Maya clutches her head and screams in agony, while Rama stands by, eyes red, silently sharing the crushing weight of their trauma. Trauma explodes like blood splatter in her mind. Maya curls up in the darkness, drowning in suffocating pain. Back at the safe house, the hacker jokes in the chat, but in the bathroom, Rama stares at the screen, wearing nothing but exhaustion. He sinks into the tub, trying to scrub away the blood and gunpowder, but closing his eyes can't block out the chaos in his head. Hot water pours down as he scrubs mechanically. Rama's eyes are hollow. Revenge brought no relief, only emptiness. He dries off and buttons a clean shirt. The cat stretching on the stairs offers a slice of normalcy that feels completely alien right now. The living room is dark. Maya curls up by the window, staring blankly at the city lights like a frightened stray, still trapped in the moment of the kill. Maya curls up in the corner like a wounded animal, flinching at the sharp clink of glass, her eyes locking onto Rama in sheer panic. Rama sits shirtless on the sofa, staring wearily into his drink. The silence is suffocating, as if the air itself has frozen solid.